What's going on, y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making a patch 1.2.2 or a mid-season patch tier list. The reason I didn't make this video yesterday like I normally did is because I wanted to research these characters a little bit more, specifically Beetlejuice. I wanted to see where this guy stood before I made this tier list. Let's get right into it. So before the patch, I think that Shaggy was a bordering S tier character. I think he was a top of A tier character. And after the patch, that has definitely changed a little bit. This guy was nerfed pretty significantly, but not too much, man. Putting Shaggy in B tier would be a overstatement, I guess you could say. I think he's bottom of A tier. I think that's a good spot for him. He's still extremely powerful, extremely fast, and can definitely put in some pain. Batman is also a, oh man, I put Batman low S tier now. And the reason for that, because this guy was an A tier character and he did get nerfed. They removed his sky kick. Well, they made it not as broken as it once was, is because this is already one of the fastest and heaviest characters in the game. And I think out of all the characters in the roster, Batman is going to benefit the most out of the new movement mechanics, because this guy was already incredibly fast. He could just dash all over the place and hit you with pretty crazy combos. And now that he can move around the stage a lot faster, that's going to be even more the case. Jake the dog, I'm going to put in B tier. The buffs that they gave him were negligible. I think it was one buff and it didn't even matter. They haven't yet reworked this character to be in the spot that they want to put him in. And they even claimed that they were going to change him around next update. But as of right now, I think he stays in the exact same spot he was before, which is B tier. Now look, Finn the Human, this is like the one character I did not put any research into, man. I don't know where to put this guy. I think I can put him confidently like an A tier character. He still has the ridiculous neutral control. He's going to be a very similar character, just without the 0 to deaths, which, let's be real, if you were relying on the 0 to deaths with Finn like I was, you probably didn't even deserve to play this character, because a lot of good players would just DI straight out of your 0 to deaths. But now he's still going to be an extremely strong character, just not nearly as good as he was before. No longer top 5. I think that is a good representation of where this guy is, probably about top 10, somewhere like there. There's just going to be a lot of characters in these S and A tiers. Harley Quinn is a weird character to place here. I think I'm going to put her in A tier, right above, man, I put her with Shaggy and Finn. I don't think this character is extremely broken by any means. I think you're going to find that by the end of this tier list, a lot of characters are going to be in these upper tiers, just because I don't think there's too many horrible characters in the game right now. But Harley Quinn is definitely a very fast, pretty combo heavy character. I mean, her combos still aren't that ridiculous. Really, you're not going to get above like a 6-hit combo with her, but she still has pretty ridiculous moves, such as her neutral air, her neutral attack. Her forward air is insane. Her up special, despite the nerf, is pretty good. Down air, solid. Dash attack just got buffed, was already a very good move. Did I mention the down tilt? I don't remember. The up tilt, very good. Side tilt, very good. This is just a very good, well-rounded character. I think that she is one of the better well-rounded characters in the game, right behind Shaggy post nerf. Shaggy is not as well-rounded as he once was now, but you know, both of these characters are very strong. I think Harley Quinn is a little better than Shaggy, even though they're kind of going for the same thing. Wonder Woman got nerfed. It was actually a pretty significant nerf on this character. They did make her down special last like a whole second less, but I still think that she is a very good, very strong character. They also nerfed her neutral special in the air, which was pretty irrelevant. I think all in all, this character still has the same benefits of using her as she did before, her forward air specifically. As a matter of fact, let me put her above Harley. She just does so much damage, dude. She can kill her opponent in like 7 hits. Even though she doesn't really have combos, it doesn't matter. This is a pretty, you know, don't even think kind of character. Just lasso them towards you, do 80 damage, send them on their way. This character just does so much damage. And the armor being nerfed doesn't really change that. I mean, even having it last like 2.5 seconds or whatever, it's still a very good move. Just a overall broken move. Superman is honestly high A tier at this point, maybe even S tier. This is one of the most underrated characters in the entire game. This guy is absolutely lethal, man. I mean, his frost breath, he can sit there and camp you out. I think he is one of the few characters in the game who didn't get their loops patched by the new ground mechanics. So he has a ridiculous loop. That loop almost puts him in S tier, man. He's got his command grabs. He's very fast. The laser eyes are a very good move. Man, I gotta pick up the pace. There's a lot of characters here, but Superman is still very strong. I can almost put him in S tier, but I'll just keep him top of A tier. Steven Universe is still going to be an S tier for me. I had to refresh my memory by looking at these patch notes of what they actually did to this guy, and they didn't really change much. I would say the only notable nerf they did on this character was make his forward air have a realistic hitbox. But I mean, just listen to the sound of that. They made his forward air have a appropriate hitbox. Like, are you serious? It should have already had that to begin with. This is still the exact same character. The forward air was definitely broken, don't get me wrong. It was easily one of the best moves in the entire game, but he still has his Watermelon Steven in his shields, in his neutral air, and everything else that makes him a very high S tier character, and still top 5 in my opinion, all said and done. Rain Dog is a character that I've been sleeping on very heavily. I think I put this guy C or D tier in most of my tier lists, and I just cannot let that slide anymore. This guy is definitely a high B tier character. He's not nearly as bad as I thought he was. He's pretty strong, but you know, he's still gonna get clobbered 9 out of 10 times by any character above him. I just think that this character does have some means of survival, but all in all, he's kind of weak. He's lacking kill moves. He's lacking a lot of things. Bugs Bunny is a character that I thought to be B or C tier last tier list, but I started using this guy a little more, and he is still incredibly strong, man. I'm gonna put him bottom of A tier. I think that he got one of the most undeserved nerfs in this entire update. I have no idea why they would nerf this guy. I think there's so many characters in the game, as in every character above him. Well, I guess, you know, these two got nerfed, so you know what I'm saying, man. Every character above him that didn't get nerfed deserved a nerf way more than Bugs Bunny. I can't believe they did that. Yeah, man. Tom and Jerry still S tier. They removed his loop, so he's gonna be a lot weaker, but this guy is easily the strongest mage in the entire game. He has moves like the Jerry shot and the rocket and the mouse trap, and even the up tilt without the loop is just insane, and you can probably still get an up air off of it for like what, 24 damage or something off a move with a pretty insane hitbox. This guy is still easily going to be S tier. Arya Stark is easily the most broken character in the entire game, but post nerf, I have a lot of confidence that they are going to drop Arya Stark a lot. And as of right now, I'm going to put her low S tier. We'll see about that, but already before the update, I've been noticing less and less Arya Starks now that they can't just sit there and spam the down tilt. And now that they nerfed her a little bit more, I think that she will end up being one of those sleeper, you know, top 10 characters, man. I don't think any Arya Starks are really going to keep playing this character because they were only using her to get free wins. So I don't think we're going to see too many Aryas, and I don't think she's going to be as much of a problem as she was before. Velma is still the worst character in the game. I originally thought that she got reworked, but honestly, if you go look at the patch notes, all in all, she's in the exact same position as she once was. And as a matter of fact, they probably made her even worse than she was before. This character is absolutely fart. She's just horrible. Everyone knew that she was not going to get much love coming into this, and y'all were right. Taz. This is going to be my my crazy lob of the video, my half court shot. I'm putting Taz in broken. What are you talking about, Jay? Why would you put Taz in broken? Because the new movement mechanics combined with the new wall cling mechanics, I think are going to make Taz absolutely ridiculous. This guy already has one of the best edge guarding tools in the entire game with his up special, and another one of the best edge guarding tools in the game with his side special, and his neutral air, and his forward air. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, Taz is easily the best edge guarder in the entire game. So now that there's these movement mechanics that are going to allow Taz to just run around super fast, do his side special, do his up special, do his neutral air, do his sandwich move, combined with the fact that you are rewarded far more for keeping people off stage, I think Taz is going to be a very complained about character. Not the best character, as a matter of fact. I forgot I got to put someone up here with him. But yeah, Taz is going to be broken, and y'all are going to be like, wow, how did he know this? Just watch, man. Y'all are going to see some disgustingly campy, ridiculous Tazes coming up here soon. Iron Giant, dude, I'm seeing less and less reasons to complain about this guy every update. And I mean, he got nerfed even more. I really can't see him being... Oh, man. I'm still going to put him A tier because he's got the bolts. And this guy just kills so easily despite... Like, no matter how many times they nerf this guy, he's still going to kill easily as long as they don't make him smaller. LeBron James reverted to the form he was pre-update. I still don't think he was the best character. I'll put this guy high B tier. The reason we don't see LeBron's is for a reason. My personal main, Morty. This should come as no surprise to you guys. I think that Morty is one of the weakest characters in the entire game right now. And as a matter of fact, I would put him below Jake the dog, low B tier. Y'all can say what you want. This is where Morty stands. I actually see a lot of pros agreeing right now, or at least I saw Fat Pack putting Morty pretty low. And yeah, I think it's going to come to light that this guy is one of the worst characters in the game. Am I going to keep using him? I don't have a choice, man. I don't have a choice. Rick, people were freaking out about the Rick changes a lot, but this guy got reworked. He didn't get nerfed. I don't know why everyone was acting like he got nerfed to the ground. From what I'm seeing, the guy still looks pretty good, man. As a matter of fact, I would argue he looks better. They made him more like combo heavy. He's still a nice projectile spammer. I think he looks better, man. Stripe, still extremely weak, but I'll put him above LeBron James. Black Adam, more broken than Taz for sure. I can't believe this guy got away with robbery this patch. Him and the other character that I'm going to place above him are literally ruining MultiVersus, and the fact that they're not getting nerfed is just insane. Like, the CEO must be using these characters. I don't know what these guys are seeing, but they're stupid, dude. Like, what are y'all doing out there? Gizmo got nerfed pretty heavily. I still think he's going to be A tier. You can't take away this guy's playstyle no matter what you do to him. I mean, his nerfs weren't even that significant. I'm pretty sure they made the arrow charge time like a little higher or something like that. Didn't really change anything. He's still going to be a very similar character. Marvin the Martian got nerfed. This is so insane, dude. So insane. They're out of touch on some things. They cooked this update, don't get me wrong. I think they did some good things, but at the same time, they're just kind of out of their mind with some of these changes. Joker, like, it's crazy to me. They thought that making this jab update would fix Joker. It's still jab versus. How many characters in the game have a horizontal hitbox move on the ground? And by the way, before you say that the forward airs are going to beat the jab nows, that is not true. They said that it was grounded moves. So Joker does not have anything that is going to, or I mean, other characters really don't have anything that is going to deal with Joker's jab. You know, maybe a few characters like Arya, Finn the Human, Jake the Dog, maybe. I mean, he's got his neutral attack. It's not going to change anything, man. Joker is still broken. Banana Guard I thought was a sleeper character before, and honestly I think that he is going to continue to be a sleeper character and probably going to be right here in A tier, right above these guys, because his neutral air is going to combo now. I don't know how ridiculous the combo is going to be. Maybe you can get a forward tilt into an up tilt, but that's going to be like 30 damage, especially if you're buffed up. That might be 44 damage off of a neutral air. Jason, another sleeper character, and y'all can laugh at me for putting this dude here. I do not care. I think that this guy, post buff again, he's going to be A tier. He was already insane. I'm not going to lie. This guy was easily the most slept on character in the game. This guy, he did a bunch of damage. They made him super fast for no reason. He's already... And y'all can say what you want, man. I think Jason is a top 5 character in 2v2s, man. When there's that much chaos going on and all you got to do is hit a little forward tilt and do a side special for, you know, 32 damage or whatever. This guy is just insane. Jason's insane. And I think people are going to get frustrated Jason very soon. Agent Smith, very high A tier. Probably right below Superman. Just a good heavy damage character. He kind of reminds me of like a heavy duty Shaggy, man. He does so much damage too, and he's so heavy. Or wait, pause. He does a lot of damage and he's so heavy is what I meant to say. This guy is probably one of the heaviest characters in the game. Samurai Jack, I haven't really seen Samurai Jack gameplay, but this guy got nerfed so heavily. I can't see him being anywhere. Like not around here. Probably put him right above Bugs Bunny. Now finally, what you guys have been waiting for, or maybe not, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, I think, is going to end up right below Harley Quinn. He honestly looks like a very strong kind of pre-nerf Shaggy without the rage mechanic. I think he's going to end up being the better version of Shaggy, and a lot of Shaggy players might even gravitate towards Beetlejuice. I think that this guy is in a pretty good spot. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my tier list. I personally think I cooked here, man. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Please actually leave a like. I have a very low like ratio. It would help me out a lot. And comment what you think of this, what you would change around. I'll see y'all later.